You're listening to Buffer Buddies, a movie podcast where we watch movies with friends using Discord and Rabbit, and we rarely talk about the movie, but you will hear us talk about a lot of other things, usually not related to the movie. This is episode 18. We're watching Avalanche Sharks. I think it's also known as Snow Sharks, and I'm Jared from Up Down Left Eye.
I'm Tiffany from Up Down Left Eye.
I'm Peter, aka Coder Geek 42.
And we also have Sechi. Oh, you're talking this time.
And I'm Seichi Yami.
All right, there you go. Cool.
Yeah, the man behind everything.
All right, here we go. We're playing the movie.
Snow Sharks, huh?
I think so.
That sounds like a very 90s cartoon about snowboarding sharks.
Well, it makes me think of Street Sharks.
That was such a great show. That was such a
I don't
great
think
show.
you've seen it recently, because I think within the last 10 years, I did go back and find Street Sharks, and it did not make any sense.
I'd never heard of Street Sharks.
I think it was a ploy to jump on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bandwagon. Let's take an animal, and make it human, and then make
it cool and rad and gnarly.
Well,
that's exactly it. It made no sense. They rollerbladed everywhere. Okay, you're sharks. They could swim in the street.
Can they swim in the street?
In the show, yeah, they did both. They would pop up. They would just ruin the road wherever they went, and they'd pop up and rollerblade.
Yeah, they do the thing where their fin basically goes under the tar of the road, so it's the road is their ocean, sort of. It was really weird.
Oh, the movie's already buffering. Awesome. But I also think they were more part worm. Oh man, I think Rabbit's breaking. They were more part worm because I think they ate the road as they went along.
What?
I could be wrong about that.
I don't believe that. I don't remember that being.
Well, that's the only way it would work in reality. So that's how it should have been. But I do remember them being able to chew through literally anything. This piece of steel, whatever. I could bite right through it like it's a tin can. And I'm okay, I don't think sharks have they might have powerful jaws, but their teeth aren't iron, hot iron.
Oh man, there's an avalanche going on.
I wonder if there'll be sharks underneath.
Oh shoot.
And the snow is glowing.
The rabbit that I use for the podcast broke. The podcast audio.
Well, then it's just us. Oh yeah, it shows you as doing the ... loading.
I mean,
thing.
I can see on the one that I use for myself to listen to. But okay, there it goes. I'm back.
That was weird.
This escalated quickly.
Yeah, dude, this guy's already dead.
He's in a tree.
Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
I understood that reference.
Thank you, Tiffany.
I'm very confused why not only are there sharks in the ash. Oh.
Wait. Oh.
Huh.
I thought you cut out, but I think I cut out.
I was talking for a while, and I guess I cut out.
No, but I think, oh man, I don't know. This is all not good.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can't hear anyone else though.
Oh, that is very weird.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Wow, this is gonna be the best podcast episode ever. Wait, why do you have a control? Oh, wait, okay. Wow, I'm confused.
Well, let me explain the podcast listeners. So the Mayweather and McGregor fight is tonight, and a lot of people are using streaming services and stuff like that to watch it. So there's difficulties, I think, on the internet in general for everyone. I'm gonna assume that.
Yeah, I know these two platforms we use, Rabbit and Discord, are probably pretty popular and probably being hit pretty hard.
Yeah, but I guess I cut out when I was asking my shark question.
It doesn't fit the plan.
Yeah, please ask it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear half of that.
So the beginning of this film shows two guys getting killed in the snow, and there's like the sharks that show up, right? Or the shark that shows up. I can get behind that because snow and water is like close enough, you know? But I don't understand why the sharks are ghosts.
That little dweeb doesn't know the meaning of
Yeah, I didn't get that. I can barely see what's happening because I think Rabbit is also streaming the browser at like the most blurry pixelated crap ever. So I saw that. I can't really tell what's going on, but I saw it was like blue ghosty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then it
like
turned
the
solid.
CGI outline.
Energy Shark, I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Energy Shark sounds better than Avalanche Sharks, though.
What?
But there are energy sharks that cause avalanche sharks.
Oh.
Energy Avalanche Sharks, the movie?
Besides, if we get up there
When are we
early,
gonna get the game based on this movie?
Oh man, that actually sounds like fun. Like SSX, but
Yeah.
it stands for Shark Snowboarding Extreme.
I feel like it would be the classic Windows downhill skiing thing, but like you're getting chased by a shark.
Oh snap.
Yeah, just re-release that for 4K and skin it a bit, and it's all like, yeah, you just paid all this money for this crappy game.
But then also like add DLC where it's like Sharknado, two-headed shark attack,
report for duty.
etc., etc.
Fire ant volcano.
Get your military ass in
Are you just
here.
saying words now?
That's a movie.
Oh no.
Lava ants or something like that. I don't know. Lava spiders, volcano spiders. I'm pretty sure something like that. It's
I
what it's
feel like
called.
now you're just speaking adjectives and nouns together.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think? How did you think they come up with these movies?
They put a bunch of
I think it comes
blitz
into- it comes
people
to
in a
them.
room and
I think
I'm
it comes
Googling
to
it.
them in
Hold
a
on.
dream.
Lavalantula. Wait.
No.
Lavalantula
Those are
TV
fun. That's the
movie.
thing.
They're gonna get busted.
TV movie.
Yes.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, volcanic eruption in Los Angeles, which, okay, we're off to a bad start. Makes no sense. Unleashes a giant swarm of gigantic lava-breathing tarantulas.
Oh, I wonder if they use the San Andreas as a plot point.
Yeah.
That probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
What are you doing in 28?
So I have a question.
Your girlfriend's 26.
Hopefully.
Do you think
Like what?
that there are shark furries?
Figure that out.
Oh, I'm sure there are. There's got to be. I mean, I know people whose personas are like regular animals, and like some whose personas are completely like fantastical, mythical creatures and things, and kind of
When they're
everything in
not-
between.
When they're
Yeah,
not furry creatures,
It's got to be a furry.
Where are we?
Scalies.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I don't know if it'd be I'm sure it's the same sort of furry fandom, just a different animal. But
I bet they have like
Full
an
of
internal
furries.
like. I bet they have like an internal like. You can't be here. This is for furries. Yeah, no, we're part of the furries union too. No, you're not. You actually have to have fur. Is there like a split between like who thinks they belong and who thinks they should be in a different subcategory?
I will pee in your car.
Dude,
they're like,
actually,
Shark rights are furry rights. Shark
no
rights
lie,
are furry.
I'm being 100% serious.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, just because of like the political climate and stuff like that, the Nazi community in the furry community like came out of the woodwork, and like they are legit saying you don't belong here in this group that where a lot of people feel like they don't belong already. It's like the bizarrest thing.
So like the Nazi group is being like called out within this community.
No, opposite. The Nazi community, the Nazi furries are calling other
Why
furries
do you
out.
have to listen to this story anyway?
Oh, the Nazi furries are saying other furries don't belong? They're saying that
Yeah.
all furries should be Nazis?
You'll definitely
Like, yeah.
smell them out. She's just kidding. Go
what?
on.
What?
That makes no sense because like
Yeah,
the
so what's
furry
the-
groups that I know are like the most inclusive, and like everybody's like, yeah,
Yeah,
let's
that's why it's
get along,
bizarre.
Let's be friends.
I don't
Let's
understand-
hang out. Let's do stuff together.
I also don't understand like the correlation between being a Nazi and being a furry. It's not like this is what Hitler wanted. Hitler started this group. It makes no sense.
That's why it's super bizarre.
I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
Whatever.
But yeah, like it's crazy. It's like you already don't belong, and now you're saying that other people don't belong. You know, like you of all people shouldn't be able to say that. You know, it's just like
That goes against so much of like the little I know of the furry communities, though.
No, I mean like the furry majority, I guess, is they're upset by it. You know, I think they're like, this isn't what we stand for or whatever.
Yeah.
But my thing is still just like, make that just. What does it even have to do with one another?
Well, I mean,
so
there
odd.
are extremists in that regard. There are, like, I guess, I don't know. I feel like
there's gonna be awful
in like
people.
every sub-community of every like group of people. There's got to be that small section
Sure.
But I'm just saying, it's a weird place to bring up like your thing. It'd be like if I went in like the PC Gamer Facebook group and was like, if you eat waffles, you need to stop. You need to stop PC gaming. No waffle eaters allowed. And be like, why are you picking fights here in this category?
But waffles are the best.
It's an arbitrary. It's a arbitrary argument.
Well, okay, so it's just like some ridiculous, like, this doesn't even
Two
matter.
unrelated things, and then trying to create like.
Well, I'm sure
then-
there's like Nazis everywhere, you know, and like it just happened to be in a place where we forget that.
Yeah.
Which is a really sad sentence to have to say in 2017. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy too. I thought like, yeah, there's quote unquote Nazis, but you know, like they're just crazy people, and it's like, oh no,
No, there
I don't want to get political on this.
there.
Yeah, I don't want to get political on this podcast, but yeah, there's a significant amount that's like insane to me. It's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Don't be home too late tonight. It's our 6-month anniversary. And the little kid says it's a good
I mean, the
night.
likelihood that our audience is like,
I won't be.
You know what? Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, if we lose audience because they're Nazis,
then yeah, goodbye.
that's how it's gonna be. 100% of our viewership. I bet they were like, oh, dude, we found this pro-Nazi podcast. It's great. But they never actually said they're pro-Nazi. Yeah, but I think they are. And then now we're not. And they're like, oh, there's not enough of those podcasts, those comedy movie podcasts where they listen to movies and
I'll
talk
just become
over
a
it.
furry.
That's one way.
And then it's like, it comes full circle. Are there
Oh, yeah.
cowboys in this movie? What's happening?
Do you think
he's not a
anything
cowboy.
about this movie is going to make any sense?
I was giving him what for?
He's just an old guy, I guess. Oh man, do you think the dog's gonna die?
I'd actually be more saddened by the dog dying than the human dying, to be honest. Like, I know it's a terrible thing to say,
You're a
but like,
traitor.
I feel more empathy for animals in movies when the characters, the human characters, just aren't developed.
This
Yeah, in
website
movies
is
for sure, because
not holding up. Well, there goes the
Things are
movie again. Wow. Okay. Well, at least I love it. My thing is, this is not my fault. It's not on my end. It's not our fault. So like podcast, there it goes. It's sort of playing again, but again.
But what I was saying was that like in movies where things tends to be like the people's fault, it's like the animal's death is usually just to pull at people's heartstrings in a situation where it's not the animal's fault. So they're like literally a tool. So it's like it's sadder in movies. I mean, like it's not sadder in movies, but it's like they know what they're doing.
They're innocent, and it's like usually a person being a jerk or something like that.
Yeah.
But so far, it doesn't seem like humans did anything in this movie. But also, I'm not really paying attention.
They probably unleashed the ghost sharks.
There was the one dude at the very beginning who shot, I don't know, it was like a t-shirt cannon or something. It wasn't very well resoluted, but like he shot something at the mountain, and then that's what caused the avalanche.
Oh.
Can't we go there instead?
Oh man, now there's skiers?
Wait, what are we watching?
Oh, what's up, I'm dead.
What up? Avalanche Sharks.
Hey, hello there, good sir.
Hey, everyone listening to the podcast. I'll openly say hello to Amdead and Dimples. And whoever you are, just say, hey, welcome. Right in the middle of the office, you know, your open office format. Just be like,
yeah, just
hey,
start
Dimples,
waving.
What's up, Amdead? Yeah, wave, not at your monitor. Turn 67 degrees to your left and wave, and then say these words. Hey, you. I'm dead and Dimples, welcome. You have to say it with that inflection too. We're watching Avalanche Sharks.
One more time in case they didn't quite understand.
Okay.
How are they supposed to say it?
They're supposed to say.
Fuck, that's too much like my freshman orientation.
It's exactly like that. You say it like that. You go, hey, you. Dead and Dimples. Welcome. That's how you say it.
Very good. I like it a lot.
And for those nerds among us who prefer to use the more mathematically correct angling measuring system, that's about 1.17 radians.
Thank you. It's a good one.
Wow.
For the scientists listening to this podcast, doing super critical math on the NASA space station, and they listening to this and getting all the numbers wrong because they're listening to a very dumb podcast.
Just please remember to convert correctly between miles and kilometers or feet.
Oh yeah, that causes a lot of problems, doesn't
Please.
it?
Wait, I have a question, you guys.
What's up?
What's everyone's snacks?
We have a snack corner this episode. Yay!
Oh, I have a full pizza. Well, it's not full anymore.
Hey, let me stop you right there, Amdead. You're a bit quiet. You're a bit quiet, Amdead. Just letting you know.
Oh, hang on. Let me fix that. Is this better?
It sounds a little better.
Is this better?
Still a bit low, but
Is this better?
pretty good. So yeah, let's go down the list. Whose snacks
Alright,
are
who's not
what?
coming back?
I've got a pack of chocolate chip cookies from Subway because they came with my sandwich for dinner earlier, and they are quite yummy.
Oh heck yeah, 3 for 1.
Yep,
yeah,
Quite yummy.
buddy.
that's the way to do it.
I'm actually, I have celery and peanut butter, and I'm looking at them because I don't want to crunch. So I'm just kind of looking at them fondly.
Where do you think he is?
You can. Wow, celery and peanut butter is an amazingly helpful snack. It's delicious too.
Yeah, but I don't want it to get crunchy.
You don't want it to
I
get
have
crunchy.
Like on the
full
stream,
pizza.
like on our podcast.
Oh yeah.
I mean, does your mic have a mute button you could push for like the 1 second that you take a bite?
it
Could.
doesn't.
I mean, like, I could make it happen, but I'm not going to, so I'm just going to look at it. Hopefully,
So-
I could absorb it through sight.
Or you could give Jared the template of like the sound of the crunch, and we can just edit it out of the actual sound once we're all done.
That's a lot of work.
That would require effort, though.
Yeah.
No,
So-
that wouldn't require any effort at all.
My
Yeah,
thing,
I'll just absorb it.
you know how it is when you like you want your like your leftovers, you know, you're like, oh, looking forward to it, and then you go to get it and someone ate them, and it's not necessarily the fact that someone ate it, it's the fact that you were looking forward to it, and then you get there and they're gone. You know that?
That's why one time wrapped a box of pizza and duct tape.
That's a good idea. Well, that's kind of what happened to me. I was like, oh, I'm so gonna make popcorn because I haven't made it for like the last 3 movies, and I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I went out there and I can't, either we ran out or my parents moved the popcorn and I can't find it, and that was such a big disappointment to me. That was
I
crushing.
have a question for you.
Okay.
What is it about popcorn that makes it your absolute?
Oh my gosh, I don't know, man. It's crunchy, it's warm, it's salty, it's got all the good combinations. Something I don't know. I honestly I can't even tell you, but it is probably my favorite food.
You can get popcorn like with chocolate, marshmallows, kettle corn, regular popcorn, butter, everything. Popcorn
That's a good
goes
point.
with everything.
It's crazy how many different versions of popcorn there are, but honestly still my favorite is just the traditional butter and salt, like straight up like movie theater popcorn.
Jared, if I may, is it your favorite because you have it like with movies and it's kind of like the nostalgic traditional thing of like popcorn and movies are the two things that go together in the world?
It might be
Or is
because
it-
my thing is like if I go to a movie theater, like it is a lesser experience if I don't get popcorn with the movie, but I also just eat it like normally. Like it's also one of my favorite things too is like during like playing video games and eating popcorn is like awesome too, except for it makes your controller all buttery, which
Oh,
sucks.
gunky, yeah.
But yeah,
But is that you're supposed to wear rubber gloves while eating popcorn?
yeah.
You know, just dip your face into the popcorn bucket and then.
Yeah, I have a little contraption where like I pull down and it dumps a bowl into my mouth. But yeah, like
That's a really good idea. I should make that.
it's so awesome though. Like I usually like pull up my NVIDIA Shield and pull up my PC game and I'm in bed and I get a bowl of popcorn and like maybe like a napkin to wipe my hands on and you play a little bit and then you eat some pop. It's like the best. So I mean, I'll just straight up
makes like a shield to like protect your game system from your popcorn.
No, NVIDIA Shield is a streaming device. It's a smart, it's a set-top box that lets me stream my PC games.
Nice.
So I can stream my PC into my other room, and it plays exactly like a console, and it's super seamless. It's the best thing ever.
Dale?
Oh, this movie is free on Google Play today. It has a 70%. Oh, shoot. I didn't. Oh, thank you for letting me know. That's amazing, actually.
Dimples knows everything.
Like, I'm always checking Google Play and stuff like that. I can't believe you know more than me.
Dude, robot.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
popcorn, though.
It's just very interesting. I can't think of a snack that like I absolutely adore. I just like all food.
I like all food too, but like I smell popcorn and I'm just like, I'll be like full and someone in the office will make it and I'll be like, son of a bitch. Like I want to immediately go. Yeah, I immediately want to go and make my own bag, but it's just like I can't imagine eating popcorn in the office. I did it once and it was good, but it felt awkward.
Subtitles.
I don't know. Don't ask questions.
All right.
This was edited by some random website, so I guess it's just they put it on there.
Subs, not dubs.
You'll see.
Okay. Have a good
Tiffany, I saw that anime SpongeBob. That was really good.
It was, dude, the best thing I've ever seen. I'm like both like disgusted and like amused and excited, and I don't know, it's just like a lot of emotions watching that anime SpongeBob opening.
That was like where like he fights
Patrick?
Yeah, no, SpongeBob fights Squidward, right?
What do you mean?
In that anime thing, right? We're talking about the same thing, right?
Yeah. Well, like,
Okay.
I mean, like Squidward's the rival, and they have like a history, and
Yeah.
and it's yeah, it's to one of the Uberworld songs. That's for an opening. For Uberworld is a Japanese band. It's one of their songs, so it's like extra good because they kind of remind me of like a mild Linkin Park, maybe. I don't know how to describe them.
Well, it's like a very energized.
Oh, damn it. My internet's cutting out again. All right, so there was a bunch of technical problems with the internet, all of it. So there's a weird cut in this podcast, but now we're back, I think. Oh, no, I can't unpause the movie. Yeah, so nothing worked, everything broke. I lost connection from Rabbit and Discord, but we're back now, so here we go. I don't know what we're talking about, you guys.
People want to see Mayweather or McGregor because it's death.
At this point,
they should just do that.
Exactly.
Get it over with. Pull out a gun. That'd be an interesting fight. I'd pay to see that.
AR-15 because the AR-15 is heavy at the end, but it's useful for handling recoil and spread. But it's a pain in the ass to actually.
Well, could you imagine though if they're like, and I don't know what they do to start a fight. Rev your engines and go, and then one guy just pulls out a gun somehow. I don't know where because they're shirtless. He just pulls it out and shoots the guy point blank. What an awesome fight!
I want them
Somehow
to do
they didn't
an
see
actual.
it tucked into his waistband. They didn't see that gun just sticking out right there. No one saw it.
It wasn't in his waistband. It was in his butt.
Oh,
They wear
butt
like
gun.
nothing for those fights. That's why I watch them. But what would be really, really interesting is if they had like a player unknown's battleground style match where they just have them jump out of a plane in a city and then have people like kumbaya circle around the city and then just keep going
hold up.
closer and closer towards the center, and like they would just have to like fight each other.
Oh, I see. There's a bunch of boxers. I like that. I like that. Like oh man. Like a brawl. It would be like a legit brawl. Like it'd be a barroom brawl that boils down into like two guys boxing.
Yeah.
Like, what's that one game? It's like Paint the Town Red, where it's like, oh, you have to just like beat people up in bars and stuff like that. Like that.
There's a game like that. That sounds so much fun.
Yeah, like
That sounds like the.
hang on. Let me.
Paint the Town
do it.
Red, yeah.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, Paint the Town Red. Where like, don't you keep like?
that's
isn't it like Groundhog Day? You keep looping.
No, it's like, no, it's not. It's like it's kind of like a bar brawl simulator sort of game. It's like you just like
Food-based enemies can be punched, bashed, kicked, stabbed, and sliced completely dynamically using almost anything that isn't nailed down.
Wait, is that the VR game? Is that the VR one?
no.
Okay, there's a VR one where it's a bar fighting simulator VR game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hang on.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Okay, so get a link of it and put it in the Discord.
Put in random.
Yeah, every time a kid goes.
Well, I guess. Well, so I don't know. Mike Rabbit is still acting crazy for me. Yeah. I will announce again for you guys that are listening. We do have a post podcast show that we don't record. It's all for people in during the podcast or during in part of our Discord, and you also could request movies and vote on movies on our subreddit. So, but all that information is on bufferbuddies.com. There'll be 2 links to join the Discord, as well as the link to the Reddit there, and that way you could join the Discord, talk to us, be on the podcast, or you could just listen, just like Dimples and mostly Senchiami do. And then you could listen to the post-podcast show where we talk a little bit more freely and we watch some TV shows. Or you could go to the Reddit and suggest your own bad movies, because we know that everyone has their own suggestions. People are constantly going, hey, you should watch this movie. And I go, put it in the Reddit so I don't forget it, because I think I suggested
forget it. Shrek one time.
Yep, you did. Also, I love that. Put it in the Reddit, because I will forget it. And I
was actually going to
so much.
Point that out.
Yeah, I accidentally said that.
Ringing off the tongue.
It was an accident. Oh, what is happening to the...
And the stream just died.
I am losing my mind.
Okay, wait. Before you refresh... you refreshed.
Thank you.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
So look at the links. You know how it says okay.ru?
Yeah.
I like to read that as are you okay?
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Okay.ru/Annie.
No, okay, so here's the thing. So we're watching an English movie with Arabic subtitles on a Russian site.
Well, don't give away all the secrets.
What is this anymore? What is the internet anymore?
Well, I mean, you don't have to be in Russia to have a Russia.
I know, but we're watching an American movie on a Russian site with Arabic subtitles. That's a question. I mean,
technology, man. We're living in the future.
Exactly.
One world, one love.
Say it.
Everybody dancing, everybody happy.
Lose yourself in the sounds of the steel drums.
References that people don't know.
Good references.
Bam Bam references.
References I totally won't get.
I can't control our own rabbit room. I cannot control it.
Dude, you're being hacked. We've traced the call. It's coming from inside the house.
It's locked to one account.
But who was phone?
It's coming from inside of me the whole time.
Looks like it's time for this to become the Am Dead podcast.
Nope. I can't click on anything.
For what?
It's my turn to seize control.
Actually, if you can try to take control, if someone else wants to give it the old try.
Razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me pull up the important videos playlist so we have something to watch.
No. We're gonna watch this. I'm just wondering if you can make it full screen again.
I don't think I can.
Okay, I released it.
I did the request control thing.
What the hell?
Oh, there you go. Now you have it.
Okay,
there we go.
Yay.
Oh, Amdead saves the day.
Yay!
I don't know why.
Praise be the glorious savior Amdead.
I can't click on anything.
Shit.
What is happening to you?
Oh, I can click on a few things. Oh, I fixed it. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
did she just get bit in half?
Bad feeling about
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, she's still alive. Oh, there goes the rest
Well,
of them.
not for long.
She's not alive.
Also, first time we've referenced the movie all night.
Dude, you know what that scene was? It was like the guy went up to the shark. How many licks does it take?
Yeah. To get to the center of my girlfriend.
1, 2,
Shark. How many bites does it take to get to the center of my girlfriend? What?
You know what would have
may never know.
You know what would have been really good is if they were walking and the guy was like, "Huh, I wonder how many bites a shark could. I can't phrase this question right.
Okay,
How
That's
many
another
bites it
issue.
takes for a shark?
Why
to
does he have a high-powered sniper rifle hanging above the window? That should be somewhere else instead of there, because you see, that kind of rifle is high-powered and it can kill a deer in like one shot.
Well, it is
Well,
supposed
yeah,
to be a
good for the
security
sharks
station,
then.
so yeah.
Yes, but guess what? You should have that in a gun cabinet because that's not.
Nah, when there's ghost sharks, you always have to be ready.
They're ghost sharks. You can't kill ghost sharks with a gun unless you're.
Maybe it's ghost bullets.
Then it'd have to be a ghost gun.
It is
Maybe
a
it fires
ghost gun. That's
so
why
much.
it's hanging on there.
No,
Don't you
but-
know you can only kill ghosts with other ghost guns? They have to also live in the same realm.
So like you have to kill a gun and then use that to kill a ghost.
But you can't
Exactly.
just kill a gun. You have to like murder it so it becomes a vengeful spirit and wants
Yeah,
us to
yeah.
come
Like
back.
it can't die peacefully.
No, you
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
make
yeah.
the gun out. No, you have to make the gun out of ghost metals, which are metals that died angry and didn't
Oh.
get to live a full life and all that.
Ghost
believe
metal
it-
sounds like it would be a great music genre.
Oh
Just gonna
man.
throw that out.
But you can't hear it because you don't have ghost ears. It's just silent to you. I do think the fight is over, so hopefully we'll be getting our old-fashioned internet back.
Let me check who won
Yeah,
so I
think-
can tell.
Mayweather.
Did he?
I hope Mayweather won, or maybe it was McGregor.
Oh my god,
If
she told me
McGregor
something
won, I
about
would
it.
feel like.
If I didn't tell her that I loved her, I would never
Oh
see her.
dang, Mayweather.
Were they like may the best person win?
You're coming with us, okay? We're getting out of
Is that a pun? I don't know.
I guess so. I don't know. I'm just disappointed.
Whether
because
or not it is up to the listener.
if it's a lesser of two evils, I would have rather wanted McGregor to win. But also Mayweather is old, so I kind of think it was rigged. Just so
I don't
he
know
can
who
have
these people
final
are.
hurrah. It's some guy who's like.
Okay,
40,
so
some guy who's like 30.
Mayweather is okay,
They're
so
both
McGregor
undefeated.
was a UFC fighter that challenged
Not anymore.
a professional boxer Mayweather to a fight.
A boxing fight,
Yes.
right?
Still comes back.
Yeah. So
Why would you? Yeah, you fought him in his own territory.
You say it too seriously.
See,
That's like giving him home ring advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
25 years ago.
Is that a thing even in fighting, boxing?
No.
Nah, they just.
I guess like home playing style, I guess.
Sure what I'm looking for.
It's like having someone it's having like someone who does jiu-jitsu go against someone who does taekwondo.
What's this?
Yes.
It's like something like that probably.
Oh yeah. Also, I totally forgot. I was going to do this way earlier in the podcast. What was on my shirt from the last podcast, if you guys were wondering, was my shirt said "You are," and they didn't know what it said because it was cut off on the webcam.
Oh yeah, that's it.
It
Oh,
said
right,
"You
right.
are
You left
special."
us at a
It's yes. It says "You are special." It is a shirt that I got from Comic-Con. It's from the TBS booth. I don't even know what that show is. Whatever.
What's going on?
Google it.
Blood's gonna flow, Sheriff.
So if you were wondering, and you're I cannot speak today, much less than I normally can't speak.
It's okay.
If you were
man.
sitting at the edge of your seat, anticipating the answer, that is the answer. Gosh, I'm just gonna shut up for the rest of the night.
Okay, bye.
That was the best week-long cliffhanger ever. Just
I
gonna,
know. I hope they were like, oh yeah, finally.
But FYI,
What am I gonna do?
Zach put a PSA out who's just like, PSA, McGregor is objectively racist. Mayweather has domestic violence charges.
Yeah. Wasn't that a thing? Yeah,
Wow.
oh my gosh.
Alright.
Yeah, so
Yeah, ooh, who would you rather win, a racist or someone who has committed domestic violence?
I don't know. It's like
You keep him calm.
This is like the most controversial fight of the century.
See? Now I can come with you.
it's
there's a politics joke in there of like current president, but her emails though.
yeah.
But I'm not gonna go that route because we're not a politics podcast.
Oh my god, don't bring your don't why is he only gonna bring his gun? He has 2 shotguns up on the wall, just bring one of those.
Bring. He has to bring.
Or idiots.
Bring all the guns.
Yeah, we're gonna find out that the power was within them the entire time.
Best friend.
Oh heck
Bring
yeah!
this
There you
sniper.
go,
Hey,
guys.
random hot tub in the middle of a snow mountain.
This is for you boys and ladies who like ladies and people who like ladies. There's
People who like ladies.
Yeah, for our non-binary friends. There's a hot tub, and there's.
Is it a time machine?
Yeah. Oh man, that tie-in, that loop.
Dude, if it changed like middle of this movie, that would be amazing.
Or if I don't even know who's in that movie, Seth Rogen. I don't know. If they just showed up though, just for like a second, and we're like, well, let's get out of here, and then they hit the button and they left. That'd be really good, like little joke.
That would be really good. But I don't have faith in this movie.
No. Although, have you been in a hot tub in the mountains? It's legit.
No, I have not.
It's great because if you can turn it up all the way, the heat all the way, and you get so hot where you're like, oh, I want to get out because it's too hot. Then you like when you do get out, you're like impervious to the cold. You can like walk through the snow like nothing for.
Oh yeah, I've done that one time.
I mean, that's how
laying down in the snow.
Oh yeah, I've done that too. It's like it's pretty good for a second. But that's actually a technique I developed for getting out of the shower in when it's like cold. Although I'm not sure how it works everywhere else because cold to California is not that cold everywhere else. But it's like in the mornings I take my showers and if it's like it's kind of like you open the door to the shower and you're like oh damn that frost hits you that cold air in the room hits you pretty hard. What I do is I'll keep turning up the shower as much as I can until like it's just almost burning me, and then you're just sitting there for as long as you can, and you're like, I'm getting hot, and you turn it off, and then you're like, welcome the cold, and it works really good.
But see, this is why you should. Sorry, Tiffany.
I was just gonna say that, like, I'm always showering with my shower max heat, and it like never works.
No, you're not going hot enough. You got to go to the point where you're being overheated.
Dude, max heat. I don't have control. Over that.
I see what you're saying. Your shower sucks. I got it.
It's love. Mike, come on.
See, this is why you should take showers at night, like when it's still warm. And then that way you can take ice cold showers and it's super refreshing. But also because it's late at night, it helps you relax and like get more in the feel of like I'm going to sleep soon.
Not an ice cold shower.
When is it like warm for you at night?
I don't know. I have my dad's New England blood, so like I love being cold.
That's some great special effects in the movie.
The special effects are pretty decent in this movie. I think it's a sci-fi movie, which actually has pretty good sci-fi.
Woo, go San Jose.
Well, so that's the thing. If you're going to take a shower at night, you should do it hot because it relaxes you and you could go to bed. There's also another tactic where if you turn the shower cold in the morning, it wakes you up. And I heard it's kind of good for you. True. And then you get out and the air is warmer than the shower and it's warm. That's the alternative method. It's a lot quicker, but you got to really be able to do that cold for like a good 10-30 seconds.
Yeah,
no, so
I feel like taking a
that I've heard that's a good idea. So you like wash hot and then rinse cold.
Yeah, well, what I read specifically was
your skin.
Yeah, well, I read that hot water is not good for your skin. So you're supposed to take a lukewarm shower to actually like wash your hair, do your thing, and then you turn it as cold as it'll go for like 10 seconds, and then you get out. And that's so that's supposed to be really good for your skin, and it wakes you up. It shocks you awake. And I used to do that for a while, and it works really good, but it is painful.
Just use caffeinated soap. That'll wake you up nicely.
That's true. That's true. That sounds expensive though.
You can absorb caffeine?
Yeah, it goes through it absorbs through your skin. Not as much as actual like coffee and stuff, but it does.
Huh? Didn't know that.
Just shower in the good old thing called speed.
Just roll around in cocaine.
Exactly.
Dude, are all drugs contact drugs?
No, probably not.
Not necessarily.
I actually kind of doubt that cocaine would go through the skin. At least not in a powder form.
I'm waiting for Dimples to weigh in.
Because of how acid or LSD is, it can absorb through the skin, and it can actually cause and it can be a little more dangerous than actually taking it normally.
It's interesting.
Because like if it goes through your skin,
the drug podcast where we talk about taking drugs through the skin.
I don't understand why you're so disorganized.
Just asking everyone just to please. I'm trying to run a business.
I actually, many months ago, I don't anymore, but I used to use Think Geek Shower Shock caffeinated soap, and it was pretty good.
Anybody, all right? Simple as that. It's out there right now. Go smoke some more weed, kid.
I'm gonna look some of that up.
A shark, yeah, that swims in the snow in pots. Listen to yourself. All right. Everybody calm down, okay?
Man, I don't know what's happening in this movie. I think this is the least I paid attention to a movie. I think Rest in Peace recommended this, and again, he's not here for his own movie.
How dare.
I know.
There,
He's at some
thank you,
stupid,
finally.
like, you know, like thing in his town, you know, hanging out with people that he knows.
Something strange is going on, and I don't know where
Awful.
People.
That's a
What a
lot of
bunch of
salt
bastards.
you got there.
Hey,
Okay,
Yeah.
so the
Hey,
Mayweather
play ball,
McGregor fight
damn
is
it.
over, so we should have
I'm
the
sorry to
stream
hear
back.
a man
And
should be able to
Mayweather
live in
won.
his community without having to
What?
worry.
Yes.
Where have you been?
You're a bit late to the party here.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Mammoth Mountain
Because there still might be
CEO
some
is the
people
bread
who are
and
just like
butter of this
experiencing
town.
problems.
Spoiler alert, by the way, for listening to this podcast before watching a recording of the fight.
Spoiler alert, if you're a time traveler and you're going back.
I don't know. It was good. It was
Great,
good.
now I don't have to build this thing. Thanks for saving me the time.
It was Skook shot it.
To be honest,
yeah.
I think I spent more of this movie admiring the Arabic subtitles. Like the font is really pretty, rather than actually watching the movie.
Yeah,
So,
Arabic
I don't know
Arabic
what's
is
going
like
on.
one of the crazier looking languages to me. It's
Every spring
very
break,
interesting
the
to
kids pull
look
some
at that.
like this. Last year,
It's probably
they
like
clogged
one of the
sewer
most
pipe
useful
leading up
languages.
to the
to
mountain.
learn.
Probably, yeah, because it's like second to like what is it, like Greek in
Which
terms
one
of like like with origins of language, I think.
Oh, really? I thought just like in terms of like people
His
in
brothers
the
were
world.
innocent kids, all right?
Well, I think people in the world it's China.
Well,
No,
yeah,
so-
I mean,
so-
Not China, Chinese or like Mandarin.
or like
So the most commonly spoken languages are Chinese, are English, Chinese, and Russian.
Russian.
Yeah. Russia's a big country.
If their friends are on the mountain,
I guess
they will
so.
find them.
Good.
But like the numbers or like I think like Arabic was like the first language to have zero or something like that. Like
They
zero didn't
invented
exist.
zero.
Yeah, they invented zero.
Yep.
So it's like there's a lot of like stuff like that they contributed. You know, like oh the Latin origin or the Greek turn. It's like Greek, Latin, and Arabic. I think has a lot of
yeah,
like.
I think a lot of Spanish.
No problem. Even
You cut out.
Arabic. Oh, am I still? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you said a lot of Spanish or something like that.
Yeah. A lot of like Arabic.
I'll swear.
A lot of Spanish stems from a lot of Arabic stuff. Like
that makes sense.
Like the like Alfonso and Alvarado. That AL
Because
prefix
it's
came
because
from.
that whole peninsula used to be under Arabic control in like ye olden times, and then the Catholics came in and started kicked everyone
Adam, you
out.
have to do something.
No,
Dragon
I just
Inquisition?
like the idea they just kicked everyone. They came and they kicked everyone.
Basically,
And they're like,
that's
stop!
what they did.
Stop kicking!
I don't want another word out of you.
Fight me like a man, but like don't kick me. You're kicking me as I'm talking. I'm talking to you and you're kicking me right now.
Excuse
Stop!
me, sir. Sir, I need you to. Sir, stop!
Second
Please
time.
stop kicking.
They're
me,
just
sir.
they're just unresponsive. They're just kicking them in the shin
Alright.
over and over.
But I give the orders.
That's what happened.
Adam, come on.
Honey.
And they're just like, fine, I'll leave.
Okay. I love you. Everybody, just stay put until I figure out what's going
I
on.
can't imagine what boats were like back then.
Yeah, like how long does it take a ship to go anywhere?
Depends
you're-
on how many knots you're going, because one knot is exactly 1.15. It's 1.151 miles.
So I know this, but just to make sure, I want to know. Do you know what the term knot means? Because I know
It
this.
means nautical mile.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like, do you know like where?
I don't remember where it came from. But
they tied. Okay, I don't know the full thing.
Oh
They,
yeah.
they tied knots on a rope.
Is
And they-
1 minute of latitude along the circumference of the Earth.
Yeah, but that's not like what I mean though. Like it's called a knot because they tied knots in a rope in a specific way, and then as the boat's traveling, they would just let it go. They would let the ocean pull it, and that's how they measured their speed via these knots tied in a rope.
Yeah, 1 nautical mile per hour is a knot.
I learned that in like early August.
I think what it is
So I thought you would.
actually-
It seems like you should know this then if you learned about it this month.
Okay, it was very early. I wasn't paying attention. Also, it was when I was on the East Coast.
Oh, of course. You learn something in the East Coast, and it doesn't really make the time train change back. It gets lost in the time travel. Got it.
It's still there on the East Coast.
Yeah, if you go back, it'll come back to you.
Exactly.
It's like The Giver or something. I really like that book.
Follow-up, if I may. According to Wikipedia, the origin of knot is said ships had a wooden panel attached by a line to a reel and weighted on one edge to float on the water surface, thus presenting substantial resistance to the water moving around it. A ship log was cast over the stern of the moving vessel, the line allowed to play out, and then knots placed at a distance of 8 fathoms on the rope, about 47 feet 3 inches, passed through a sailor's fingers, while another sailor used a 30-second sandglass to time the operation and count how many would pass through.
What I think it is actually every time that they take their boats out, they take their boats out and they go, and one guy just kind of measures how long it takes for one ride at knots to finish.
I thought it'd be more like, hey, how fast are we going? 100 miles an hour. Not. And then they all laughed, and then they sailed off the edge of the earth.
5 missing persons.
This is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Into the center of the earth.
That's right. Hey, I watched a
fun fact.
Go ahead, Peter. Go ahead.
Just minor fun fact related to our discussion of Arabic from earlier, very, very briefly. The numerals that they use, the 0 through 9 numerals, have become essentially the de facto numbering of most modern languages.
Yeah, that's what I always thought was way cool. Is like we don't have a centralized language, but like pretty much everyone uses the same number system, and I think that's awesome. Like that math is pretty universal.
Yeah.
That's like a really cool thing. I watched a video that was really interesting about having a flat Earth and how it would be, and it would be super hard to go over the edge of the Earth because gravity pulls in at an angle, like an increasing angle, and eventually, if you got far enough out, it'd be like climbing a wall. And I thought that was way cool. Am I losing everyone? Damn it. Okay, once again, my internet went out, so I had to pause it and figure this all out. Well, not my internet, Rabbit in Discord. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
For some reason, I have control, so I can play it if you want.
Yeah, hit play. I'm not gonna fight with that.
There we go. I'm playing again.
Yeah, cool.
She always hanging out with me.
Wow,
I
stupid.
don't know why I have control.
Everything.
Yes. Come on, you always tell me she's asking questions.
Maybe when you lost control, it just defaulted to the first person.
It was something I don't know how you got control, and I don't care about that. I'm more concerned with literally the internet collapsing in on itself.
Power. I won't abuse it.
That's cute.
Also, that dude's helmet reminds me of R2-D2.
All right.
Just throwing that out there. And her coat reminds me of an X-Wing. Man, I watch too much Star Wars.
I don't know who these characters are.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Gets to have.
Well, what is happening?
It's like Sharknado meets Grease. This movie is really weird.
All right, now we're talking.
Why is there noise?
Yes, please, no noise.
Sorry.
It's like Sharknado, the actual country of Greece. It's weird.
Sorry, I thought the plastic was far enough away from the mic. My apologies.
Nope, it was very loud.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, I'm dying. Hold on, is everyone there?
Oh, we're here.
Okay. It's not going. It's on life support, you guys.
Oh man, just pull it.
Yeah, just
pull the plug.
Oh jeez, this is like oh man.
You're a grandpa's life.
I'm back.
I'm back. Your phone to play Minecraft. And then it's this, it's like I forget what it's from. Kid with like a subtitle on him saying the now old man.
What? That sounds. I don't even know.
Can you imagine?
It's the world of the internet.
Okay, so when did the first GoPro come out, and when did this movie come out? Because there's a lot of like these like mounted shots. And can you imagine if you fell off of that snowmobile and you rolled off of it and it just like ran over your head?
Oh boy.
That'd be bad times.
Isn't she like ridiculously freezing her butt off right now?
She just came out of a hot tub. She's in.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well,
good job, son. You got catfished by a shark.
Nice reference slash joke slash pun.
Aquatic joke.
Play on words. That's the phrase.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a play on words on a pun.
I mean, I like protein sushi.
I'm very
so
funny.
You might have that in common.
I guess.
It's not to assume that just because you're Asian, you like those things. I'm just trying to find common ground.
Can I have my internet back now?
No.
Yeah, I'll
it's
release
mine.
it.
Please. I don't know what's happening. This is like, because it's like, oh, it's perfect now. It's absolutely perfect right now. And it'll break. It'll just break straight up. Look at all that bodies.
I think that's just one body.
Look at all that one
Those
body.
are his dogs.
Oh, look at all those dogs.
Con.
Just the way he did it.
You look like you seen a ghost.
You guys need to get out of here, okay?
Out of the
Can you guys
Somebody's killed 5 people. And we
keep
think
talking?
He killed Hucker and Schreier.
1, 2.
Oh,
And we're talking and we're talking.
well, you don't need to do that.
We're
You
talking.
actually have conversations. Never not.
Oh, I
Out of here, and I said,
didn't
Oh,
know.
I see.
Never not have conversations.
Never.
Wait, so does that mean I can start reading the rants?
And so it seems like they're missing.
I guess if you want to, why not? Go
Alright,
for it.
okay, here's one about baseball cards I found. You know, as a kid I collected them. Hell, I think every kid collects baseball cards. The cards
Nope.
represent your heroes, your idols, people you wanted to be like when you grew up. My problem isn't with kids. It's adults. Listen, if you're a grown man, you're not collecting. Listen, if you're a grown man not collecting cards, you're collecting pictures of men. That's gay.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
not-
send I'll put the link to the site I found in random.
I was thinking that there was an actual rant because baseball cards are just useless pictures of people that want to be famous.
Well,
It's like
Dimples has a
well-printed
complaint about that
pictures of
complaint.
sports ball players. It's
well, yeah, I know. That's some very tasty looking fruit punch in the hot tub.
this movie is so bad. I'm really sorry, Jared and Tiffany, but I think this is the first movie where I legitimately just haven't been paying attention to it the entire time.
I haven't, and I also can't because I'm looking at a triangle that says unable to connect. So if you're listening to the podcast and the audio keeps dipping out, that's because I can't see the movie and I can't record the audio. I'm going crazy.
I
What,
am
should I just-
100%.
Wait, is anyone here like a chemist or anything?
I
No.
know some chemistry.
Okay, cool. Because now I'm gonna read chemistry jokes.
Hold on,
Oh,
let
no.
me interrupt you and say that Seichiyami said that there's no developing plot, not even trying.
And he is
that's-
100% correct.
Yeah,
That's-
and that's kind of what happened to the Netflix's Death Note.
Who needs a
Oh, is it
plot?
out?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's been out.
No, the Netflix the Death Note movie is what happens if you put Death Note in an actual Death Note.
Yeah, I actually just saw
Oh,
a
is it
meme
that
on
bad?
Facebook where it was Light writing Death Note into the book, and Ruruk is like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Just putting another whitewashed movie in the book or whatever." And there was like Speed Racer, like Dragon Ball Z Evolution or whatever like that. So a bunch of movies.
I actually really like the Speed Racer movie. I'm gonna actually put
Yeah.
that on our Reddit.
When that came out, I remember my friends just saying they loved it. So I don't know what that's about, but still, it was just funny. It was like he put Death Note inside of Death Note.
Oh, what? Oh,
That's kind of
I'm gonna
tragic.
bump Baywatch.
Bump it up. Yeah.
Wait, what does it mean when the thread is in contest?
That means so it should be random, and people who aren't like moderators can't see the score. I just want it so it keeps shuffling it, so people just vote purely based on pure.
Like
heart.
they don't keep
Gotcha.
upvoting what's popular and make it
Yeah,
even more
yeah.
popular. It's more
Which is-
like
what is
what you
going
like.
on?
Yeah, I had it on. I had it on
Mountain explode.
new sort by default, but that didn't stop you from changing to a different sort or seeing the votes. So I just switched it to contest mode right now because I want a nice even distribution of people voting for things that they
Good idea.
actually want. Yeah.
And
I thought about doing
Reddit
that.
has that mode.
Yeah, it's really cool that they made that. It makes it super. They have a lot of like, as far as like Reddit looks the same over the years, they actually did. It seems like they actually did add in a lot of tools that are useful for moderators for doing cool stuff like this. Like there's a legit AMA mode, and there's like a legit like contest mode, and like cool sorting methods. So it's very useful.
Nice.
Because we also added the new post for our new podcast that we announced, Earthmakers Union. It's not out yet, so if you're listening to this, it's not out yet if you're listening to this live, but if you're listening to this in sometime in the future, you might want to go check that one out. It's called Earthmakers Union. It's a fantasy world building podcast, and we also take suggestions for that on our subreddit. There's a thread called The World or What If the World Is ... and you could submit your own ideas for what if the world it was.
So is it, if I may, is it going to be like a podcast where you guys say like, well, if the world had this particular thing being true, we'd have such and such events occurring, or like?
Exactly. You hit it right on the nose, on the head.
Excellent. I look forward to it with glee. So
a sneak peek is the first episode is one of the first things is what if the world was a donut? You know, and so you could, so you could give suggestions like that on our subreddit. So you could be like, well, what if the world was, you know, on fire all the time?
Well,
or
I'm thinking if the world was a donut, like an actual like gigantic baked donut, or just shaped like a donut.
That's also we get into that in the first episode. So yay! I don't want to give out too much more. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into that. But again, it will help us if you guys give us suggestions for that on that subreddit. It will help us have. It's actually a lot of work for us to come up with all the ideas ourselves. So having some input from people via Reddit or Twitter probably would help us go a long way.
For my own knowledge, and so you can plug it once more. What was that subreddit, please?
reddit.com/r/up-down-left-eye.
Excellent.
And if it gets big enough, it will get its own subreddit. But for now, we're keeping everything consolidated because they're kind of small.
Oh, he's using that gun. Or he's using a shotgun.
But he's just shooting at the ground. He looks like an idiot.
A 12 gauge pump action.
What is with these shark fins? They are all like they look like alien. Or are they aliens? They're probably aliens. That's probably
maybe.
the answer.
That's why they couldn't survive in the snow.
Yeah, they're like very.
Maybe they're dinosaurs too.
What if? Yeah, because they would have to be like alien sharks because they would need to be super like light or non. What's the opposite of dense? How do you say non-dense? What's the
porous?
No, I guess that results in you being non-dense, but they'd have to be very I'm gonna go with non-dense because I don't know what I'm talking about. They have to be very non-dense in order to actually swim through snow, right? They can't be. I don't know what I'm saying.
Fate?
He wants to go get.
Light,
Hello?
sparse.
They can't be that
Yeah,
smart.
something like that. Oh, my audio came back. Oh, nope. I don't know what's happening, you guys. You guys there? Hello?
That's the magic of internet karma.
All right, my internet broke again. I restarted everything. It looks good now. Anyways, again, there's a lot of weird jumps in this episode. I know it's going to be awful and bad, and we actually have to go back and edit a little bit, which I don't want to do.
Shock and awe.
It's going to be so hard to find this spot. So if there's a lot of weird craziness where we keep switching conversations, that's because there's like minutes going by where I have to go and, I don't remember. Anyways, what the hell? So what's I don't know how to start this podcast again.
Well, one of the farmer guys, he just got eaten by a shark, and then he got shot.
That's correct, verb.
Yeah, he got eaten, and then he got shotted.
Eated and shotted. What a way to go.
That's the name of my rap album.
Crap, I forgot I was gonna say something. Oh well. Boop-a-doop.
The last song on that should be listened, because you've listened to the whole album.
But isn't that the correct verb? I think you'd be. I heard the album.
Listened. That doesn't work as well. I think. Yeah, you're right. Hear it or heard it sounds better.
Oh man, I messed up. Yeah, I'm very disinterested in this movie. It's not
a good movie. I'm gonna yell at rest in peace.
It's not a good movie for the setting either. Like, it's not a good. Even the rifle's coming into play though.
Well, it would be if the movie would actually play, because for me it just stopped completely.
Yeah, same.
It stopped for me too.
I think Rabbit died.
What?
Time for chemistry jokes.
I'll be perfectly honest, I'm actually not at all that disappointed that the movie is no longer playing.
Alright, okay. So, okay.
Yeah, give this a shot. Let's do this.
Oh, there we go. Give it a shot. I see what you did there. Get it? Because rifle, shot?
Yeah. I stole the remote and then I played it.
Cool.
Oh, no, he got eaten by the shark anyways.
Now the shark has a gun.
Gun sharks.
What is she doing? Is that like
traps?
She's
Oh,
trying
is this
to.
like an ancient burial ground sort of thing?
The sharks were buried here.
Oh, the ancient shark.
Yeah.
Why is this guy? Is he dying?
I'm not sure if the red is blood or his jacket.
Get out of here! No,
His face is bloody though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, you know what's crazy? My friend just posted a picture of his daughter, and he got a girl pregnant like right out of high school. So it's kind of crazy seeing this girl like is a person and not just a baby. Yeah, like it's weird. That's really weird.
There was a couple in high school, and they got pregnant during high school, and the guy, the baby daddy, like he was the heartthrob, and everyone liked him, and like he was super cute. And then I saw a picture of him recently, and it's just like all downhill.
Dude, that's how it happens with those people.
Yeah,
that's
like
why I'm excited for not ours. You didn't go to my school. I'm excited for like my 10-year reunion or whatever because I'm gonna. Oh, Alexa's yelling at me. I'm excited because it's like I'm more fit than I was in high school. I'm better all around, you know, and I can't wait to just go and see. I'm pretty sure everyone that went to my high school is a big failure, so I'm pretty excited. Besides maybe the one kid who might have gotten drafted by the NFL.
Oh, wow, that's.
He was good. He was a running back. He was super good. From what I heard, I don't care about football, but I heard he was really great. And because we won like every year, we won like the football whatever it is, CFI or something like that. And I know that he was like getting scouted in high school, so he might be the only one that might be more successful than me. I'm hoping. And Rabbit went down.
So.
And it's doing the thing where two sharks are swimming around with their fins in a semicircle pattern.
Which they don't do that, right? I think isn't that like a myth?
That's, as far as I know, a complete myth.
Yeah, I thought that was like sharks don't do that.
Like they'd rather just directly attack you like that.
She died. She died and then
phased out of existence.
But I like that she got rid of the sharks by putting up those, I don't know, cell towers or whatever, but like a second too late. Like,
dang.
It's kind of hard to send sharks digitally through cellular, and I guess the towers got knocked out of place, and so the sharks just ended up being here.
Oh yeah, someone was sending some memes, some shark memes.
Yeah.
I was also thinking maybe they're just wearing AR and they forgot because it's so good AR, and if you die in AR, you die in real life.
That's a movie.
Your brain makes it real.
Yeah.
That should happen.
It should be like, oh man, that's such a good movie. Like, you put it on, and then some like Death Note-y magic stuff happens, and you take it off, but you're still in AR, and you're like, oh no.
That's actually an anime / game.
Sword Art Online, right?
Yeah, Sword Art Online.
Oh,
yeah.
You're right.
No,
Damn it.
no, you guys, no. Before Sword Art Online happened, there was a thing called .hack.
That too.
I completely forgot about .hack. How did I forget about .hack?
Yeah, how dare
I know nothing about it, but I know that
I only
you're
know
right.
about Sword Art Online because I saw someone watching it, and I decided to just make fun of them for watching anime.
Well,
That's
what
good.
happened in .hack?
That's how I do it.
What I remember, what happened in .hack is like everyone was playing this like VR, you know, like PS4 VR type game, and then all power went out like everywhere. And that is what got them stuck in the game. And so all of their real bodies were in comas, but their minds were in the game.
But it's a little bit different though. I'm saying that you're stuck in ARs in real life. So it's like it's a little bit it's the same, but it's different, you know?
Yeah.
You're still walking
Like,
around
like
in your
inverted.
body. Yeah,
It kind of
inverted.
seems like that you're kind of talking like getting on the idea of sort of like a Ready Player One a little bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ready
Yeah,
Player One.
it's like Ready
it's like
Player
the
One,
Oasis.
but Ready Player One is VR. So this is still you're walking around though. So you'd be walking, and you're like, I gotta like, they're trying to figure out how to get out of this machine. You're like, I'm stuck in this AR thing, and someone's like, you gotta go this way, and you're like, I can't. You're like, why? You're like, I see a wall, and that wall is real to me. I can't walk through it. It's solid to
kind of
my
like
eyes.
that scene in Valerian.
Yes, like Valerian. That was, basically Valerian. And I'm 100% sure there will be a Valerian, what is that, big market ride at Universal Studios. I'm 100,000%. I'm so excited for that.
Well, when you're saying AR so much, so heavily, rather, in your life, I'm thinking like the anime Den-no Coil.
I've never heard of it.
Here's hold up here. Why are you trying to ruin my day right now? I came up with this great idea on my own, and you're like, oh, it's already been done.
Vague about it because
No. It's an anime about like just children who play with AR. That is the entire point of the anime. It is really cool. The actual art quality is freaking brilliant. The plot is super well developed. The characters are really thought out. Like it's a really good anime.
In Heavy Rain, there's also an FBI guy who has AR glasses to help him solve crimes. But like the more you use it, the more the effects of those glasses bleed into the real world. So like reality and like alternate reality, I guess, kind of get blurred.
That's kind of what I'm talking about. But
guy in like that game who's like needs to take his drugs.
Yeah, to help it. His name was Norman Jaden.
Yeah.
That's all.
Don't look back.
Dang it, now I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm so confused. I just saw all these chat messages from chat that I didn't see because chat loads weird for me.
What is going on your end?
Well, it's like when I disconnect, I don't know. I'm not even gonna explain it anymore. I'm just so frustrated. It does seem a little bit more stable, but I do keep losing audio from me. I can't hear things. Wait, is this how the movie ends? What the hell?
The movie ends with the totem pole that was like preserving the snow shark.
So the movie's not even. It's not even over then. If it immediately falls down, that's not like, oh, they come back. They just never.
Okay, now I'm never going to Mammoth again.
I don't like anything.
So,
I don't like any of this.
If it weren't for the fact that I've been having a really fascinating conversation with cool people for the past hour and 20 minutes, I would want that hour and 20 minutes of my life back.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to say no more of these like these derpy sci-fi movies. Yeah, so that was my thing too. Is like when Sharknado like 2 or 3 came out, like me and my dad watched Sharknado 1 because we're like, oh, it's a thing now. I don't like it. It's trying to be funny. It's not funny with
Sharknado
trying.
is one of those movies that like you need to watch with your friends while you're drunk or just stoned.
Well, I don't do either of those, so I guess I shouldn't watch it. But but it's not the same as a movie that fails. You know, they're like, oh, we're gonna make a bad movie for the sake of making a bad movie. I don't want to watch it. That's not funny to me. Like this was. I think this was sci-fi or whatever. I don't know who made it, but it's like they're bad on purpose, and it's not funny to me. It's not like The Room, which is like funny because he tried and it failed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's got to be organic.
We talked about earlier of like the movie wants to make fun of itself. It wants to know it's cheesy. And it's supposed to be bad, then great. But if it's trying to be good and then ends up failing miserably, then it's just gonna fail miserably.
One movie that we should never watch because of what we learned from this movie is Birdemic.
That just sounds like this movie with birds instead of sharks.
Yeah, anything with like a shoved together, like I said, like Lavalantula, or
I can't believe it's even a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing, and like. So, I mean, I'm probably going to veto any Sharknado, Lavalantula, any of these like intentionally bad movies, unless they
Baywatch.
are.
I say Baywatch next.
That's not an intentionally bad movie, so we could definitely do it. But like, you know, if I see those showing up on Reddit, I'm probably going to either just downvote them myself or just overall
can we still watch
them.
Shrek?
If Shrek gets the votes, but I don't really want to watch Shrek. I don't think that's a good movie for this.
Can I just say for the record that I enjoy the ending music to this? It's like a house dancey sort of thing more than the entire film itself.
What I heard sounded pretty good, but I muted it. But
I don't know why they chose that kind of music for end credits.
It's probably like their friend
Something
and they
to
could
look
get
forward to.
cheap licensing to. Yeah, guys, watch this whole movie. Got to get to the credits.
Copyright-free music.
Absolutely. Okay, so this movie was.
Music you find when you go on the Creative Commons and YouTube.
So this movie was an hour and 20 minutes, but my recording
is 5 hours.
Yes.
this is it, you guys. This is my first non-10 movie.
Oh man.
Likewise,
You
I think.
ruined it.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
I'm
I've
gonna.
had
So
0 out of 10.
Yo, it's playing again. Just stop.
Koozies.
we got to do it again. We're stuck in this reality until we got to figure out how to take off our AR glasses.
No, now we should just watch the important videos playlist on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nope.
But yeah, so
give us the
0 out of
ratings.
10. 0 out of 10 jacuzzi scenes from me. 0 out of 10 tilted totem poles from Seichiyami.
I'm gonna say. Well, I mean, 0 even a valid rating? Can we do zeros? Are we doing a
I'm
whole
saying
0?
0.
Okay. that's what-
Arabic, in honor of the Arabic
Below the
language.
standards of quality.
Well, it's like, you know, many websites are like, I wish I could give it a 1, like on Amazon. But if we're going to do that, I'll give it a 0 out of. I wish I could have actually seen literally anything. 0 out of 10 disconnecting internet, and I don't even know what to
I
say.
changed my rating.
Okay.
0 out of 10 internet connectivity issues. Please try again.
0 to
My-
10.
Yeah.
Can't watch this, has issues. I don't know, whatever the error message for Rabbit was, I kept looking at.
Honestly, I'm going to give it 1 out of 10 because I liked that ending music, but it was still just so disgustingly terrible of a movie. Like it wasn't even trying to be cheesy good. It was just failure completely.
Yeah.
So I give it 1 out of 10 malfunctioning rabbits.
I'm
No,
changing.
Jared,
I'm changing
Jared,
my.
your rating has to be just an error message.
Yeah, it's not even a rating. It's please
0 out of
refresh the
10.
page to get back to this rating.
Yeah.
Like 0
Okay,
out of 10 connection reset by peer.
my new rating, you guys, is 0 out of 10. Mayweather wins.
No, but he won, so it'd have to be McGregor.
No,
Why?
they're all losers in real life. So.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if you box, you're a loser automatically. You lost that life.
Well, no,
Um,
one's a racist and one's a wife beater. So.
Okay,
yeah.
I guess you could go that route too.
Which
I was
one's the real winner, though?
We are because we watched this movie instead of that fight. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. What I went to say in the very beginning of this podcast, I wanted to give everyone the recommendation that Tiffany, I know you listen to your podcast at 2x speed, and I wanted to give out the recommendation that this podcast is prime for listening at 2x speed. If you're not listening along to the movie, I would definitely recommend, if you're intimidated by how long it is, definitely recommend listening to our podcast at like much higher
It's
recording
the
rate.
best at 2x speed.
Yeah,
Everyone sounds.
I only listen to it at a normal speed when I'm like on a road trip or like in like a long.
I would say
really long car
even
ride.
if you're going to listen to this on a road trip, you should still listen to 2x speed and then go listen to other podcasts. You know, just make room, save some time for yourself. But
Well, yeah. So the thing is, it's not just because like our voices are sped up and it sounds funny. It's just like the delivery sounds better sped up.
yeah, it just seems overall better. Also, my internet is about to die, so let's do a quick outro, and so like we can figure this out and not have to like deal with that. So I'm Jared from Up Down Left Eye, and thank you for listening.
I'm Tiffany from Up Down Left Eye.
And I'm Peter, aka GoTurkey42.
Okay,
Sorry.
never mind. I am dead, not associated with Up Down Left Eye, but a friend.
We also have Dimples and Seichiyami as well. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Be sure to rate and subscribe and comment on iTunes and all that stupid podcast stuff that everyone asks you to
It's
do.
the millennial goodbye.
Yeah, the
And,
millennial goodbye. Rate, subscribe,
We
and
apologize
upvote.
for this movie.
We apologize for this movie, even though we had nothing to do with it, but we apologize on their behalf. Also, again, check out our website, bufferbuddies.com. Check out our Reddit, all that junk. We would love to have you guys come in on our podcast. We welcome everyone, except for unless you're a dirty ghost shark. Get out of here. Get out of here. We don't want
Or a
you.
racist
We're
boxer.
sharkist. We are sharkist people,
Yeah.
so no sharks allowed.
So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Tell your friends, all that stuff. Spread the word. I don't know, whatever. Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for listening.
Oh, turn to your right, 86 degrees, and say goodbye, podcast. Good night. Sleep tight.
Oh gosh, never do that again.